Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing a bonus reading for you guys. You again had the highest viewership last week, so I must be really connecting with my Cancer crowd. I am going to start by letting you know that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Cancer sign out there. So guys, just take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Remember that the energies can sometimes reverse themselves. So if it's resonating for you, get in where you fit in, but don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Cancer? Cancer. Energy for Cancer. All right, Cancer, you're starting out with the Ace of Pentacles reversed. You have the Moon in reverse, and you have the Hangman. So you're in this position where you're kind of waiting. You're in this suspension of sorts. We'll have to clarify to see what it is that you're waiting for. I do see that there has been an ending here. The ending occurred because possibly something was revealed to you, that maybe there were secrets that were being kept, but it was revealed to you. And I also see there was a lack of stability in this situation. So now you're in this suspended energy here. I do feel like there was something that occurred possibly around the fall time frame for some of you, and it was emotional, but I do feel like you've kind of pulled yourself out of some of that emotion at this point. Let's see who's in your energy. Show me who is in Cancer's energy, please. All right, so the person in your energy has the Eight of Swords. We have Temperance in the reverse, and coming out together is the Ten of Pentacles along with the Page of Wands. Now that's interesting. All right, so the person in your energy, I feel like they're trying to heal from something, but their emotions are all over the place. You might be dealing with a Sagittarius, but you don't have to be. I do feel like this person is, thinking about you. They're trapped in their thoughts, actually. I do feel like this is causing them to be extremely emotional. Now, we do see in this particular deck, Temperance has the twin flame symbol. So you could be dealing with a twin flame for some of you. I do think that this person has been thinking and overthinking. It's causing their emotions to be all over the place. And what are they thinking about? Well, they're thinking about reaching out to you. They want to talk to you about long-term plans. So let me see the energy between Cancer and this person. Show me the energy. All right. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, this is likely the person that you had this ending with. For some of you, it doesn't have to be, I think. With the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, this person is experiencing some sort of deep loss. They could have, now, if this is somebody new, this could be somebody who's just gone through a breakup themselves. I do feel, though, that you're not really eyeing this person right now as somebody that you want to be involved with. There's a lack of passion here. Let me see. And it could be for some of you, someone you've had an ending with. And if that's the case, this person is really up in their head about that ending. Let me see what's affecting this. We'll know more when we clarify your reading. Eight of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, I'm going to have to say this is somebody from your past. Somebody that there was a very profound ending with because of something being revealed. And this person has been thinking about you ever since. They may have walked away, or you could have walked away, or both even for that matter. But this person has been unbalanced ever since. I do feel that you had also realized that this was not an equal, balanced connection. You may have been overgiving in this connection. Show me the outcome for Cancer. Page of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, I feel like this is a no-go for you. I don't see you really talking to this person. It's like you believe this person either lied to you by omission, which is still a lie, Or you may feel that this person just directly lied to you. They will be reaching out trying to get some sort of new beginning. Now, they could be, they could have somebody in their energy, like close friends or family, that is advising them to reach out to you as well. Bottom of the deck is the King of Cups in the reverse. This is underlying energy. You could be dealing with another water sign, a Cancer like yourself, or Pisces or Scorpio. I'm also seeing Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. As an underlying energy, this is indicating to me, Cancer, that, you know, there are emotions that are here, but they're being withheld. They're being held back. For you, you're waiting for something, and I'm very curious what that is. And this person, I feel like they're just, ever since this ending, they've just been in this state of loss and anxiety. They've been overthinking everything. Their emotions are all over the place. So it might be a good thing you're not hearing from them at this current time. Let me see, show me, Spirit, why the Ace of Pentacles is reversed. Be careful this week also, Cancer. There could be some sort of financial loss that could be happening. That could kind of destabilize you a little, so be careful with that. All right, so we have the Three of Coins reversed. We have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, so this is telling me that there could have been some third-party energy that was present that ended this connection. There was a definite lack of stability here. I don't feel like you're cooperative with trying to bring this together. You're waiting for something else. Now, I do see that you are in a glow-up phase, which is really good. Some of you could have, you know, gotten a new hairstyle or updated your wardrobe. I don't know, but there's this glow-up energy, and people are genuinely wanting to be around you. They're you know, drawn to you. There's a charismatic energy that you're carrying, but I don't feel like there's any... I don't feel like you're interested in a new beginning with this person. Let me see the Moon in reverse. The Magician and the Four of Coins. You're manifesting stability. Yeah, you're manifesting stability for sure. You're very guarded with this person because of something that was revealed to you, some sort of secret. You could even feel that this person was trying to manipulate the situation to hold on to you. So let's see this Hangman. I want to see what Cancer is waiting for. Why is the Hangman here? Why is the Hangman here for Cancer? Oh, yeah, that's a little much. Why is the Hangman here for Cancer? Ooh, the Tower. Huh. Show me the Hangman. All right, so we have a Tower. We have the Ten of Pentacles reversed. Now they have it in the upright. And the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So it could cause a Tower moment for you when this person comes back into your energy, because I don't feel like you are accepting this person. You've already gone through the loss. You've already found out what you needed to find out. And I feel like you've shut this down. I don't feel like you're actually interested in this person or, you know, trying to move forward. So this could cause a Tower moment for you. You know what? I think there's a card hidden under that Tower. Oh, yeah, okay, there he is. You have options. Underneath that is the Seven of Cups. So you're manifesting options. You have options here, and you're waiting for something that's stable. Now, with regard to this person, if they come back into your energy, you're going to turn them down. You've already, like I said, experienced the loss. You experienced a Tower moment. And I honestly think that at this point, you're going to bring a Tower moment to this person. So some of you may be knowing that this person is going to eventually come back into your energy. And you're like, you know what? You need to feel exactly how you made me feel. So, you know, just be careful with that energy, because honestly, I feel like you're better to do high vibrational things and move forward and just let Spirit take care of this person, because truthfully, Cancer, what goes around does come around. And you don't have to be the instrument of it. They will get their own, but let them do that with some other low vibrational energy if that's the case. Regardless, I do see that you have a lot of options. You just haven't found the option yet that is something that you want long term. So I do feel like you're going to turn this person down. Let's look at their energy. Spirit, why is the Eight of Swords here? So basically, Cancer, you're waiting for the right person, right time. So kudos to you on that. And it does look like you do have options. So show me the Eight of Swords for the person in Cancer's energy. Okay. All right, we have the Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords, very indecisive person. There's your Page of Swords reversed. That's in your outcome. And then we also have the Four of Swords. So they're going back and forth in their mind about whether they should reach out to you. This person wants to talk to you, but they're still coming from an unhealed perspective. And I do feel like they have gone through a deep sense of loss. You probably were the one who walked away from them. So they're feeling that loss. And they're very indecisive about what it is that they should do. Should they reach out to you? Should they not? They keep going back and forth in their head. It's also showing me that this person, you were correct. They either were not telling you everything and they were lying by omission, or they were directly lying about what? Well, juggling. There was some juggling that went on here. So you are correct about that. I feel like you already have that confirmation, but if not, there it is. Let me see why Temperance is in reverse. Show me Temperance in reverse. Okay, so we have the Seven of Wands and the Ace of Swords. All right, so I do feel like they are going to come back towards you and they are going to reach out to you. I feel like they're kind of delaying it. They're going back and forth in their head, but eventually they're going to. The problem is that when they do, I feel like they're going to be very defensive. It's going to, they're afraid that there's going to be conflict here if they do reach out to you. And that's part of the reason why they're going back and forth. Plus, there's some guilt that's showing up. There's the feeling of loss. But eventually, I do feel that they're going to reach out. Let me see. Show me the bottom energy. So if you haven't heard from this person, you will. Show me the bottom energy for the person in Cancer's energy. They want a new beginning with you. They want something because they feel like this is something that could be long-term. They're kind of holding on to your energy, but they are very defensive about what took place in the past. All right, we have the Strength card reverse. We have the Five of Cups reverse. And Judgment, which is exactly what I just said. This person is afraid to reach out to you. They want a reconciliation. This person has regrets for the way that they handled this situation and the things that they've done. So they want to reach out to you for a second chance. They're wondering, does Cancer still have feelings for me? Does Cancer still have the emotions for me? So I do feel that this person is very fearful of reaching out. They may be receiving encouragement from close friends or family who may have, very much liked you. But I feel like this person wants a redo, a restart. Let's see the energy between Cancer and this person. Meanwhile, I feel like you're over here minding your business. I mean, you don't appear to be invested in whether or not this person does reach out to you or not. You are in this glow up phase, which is positive. Show me the energy between Cancer and this person. Justice in the reverse. See, they know that what they did was wrong. And this is why they're hesitant to reach out. Okay, so here is our Eight of Cups. So you walked away from this situation. And the Fool in reverse. So there's a new beginning that's trying to come in. I feel like, I don't feel like you're going for it though, because you don't feel that there's a sound foundation here. And some of you kind of knew, like in the back of your mind, you knew this person was coming back into your energy, that they would eventually pop back up. So this could have been a pattern here. But I do see that you ended this. You walked away from it. I don't even think you have the passion for this person that you once did. Now, in their energy, make no mistake, this person knows that the loss that happened in their life was on account of their decisions and what they chose to do or not do. So they know that they committed an injustice here. They didn't treat you properly. It was not equal and balanced. And so I do feel that this person is now feeling the loss, feeling the consequence of their actions. They're feeling guilt as well, and they're fearful. There's a lot of fear in their energy. So I don't know if you said something to this person that made them say, wow, I better be careful around Cancer. But they're fearful of reaching out. Maybe they're just highly sensitive to rejection. Why is the Eight of Cups in reverse? Show me the Eight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, we're not doing mass amounts of energy, so let's try that again. Show me the Eight of Cups in reverse. All right, there it is, the Death card. The Nine of Wands and the Knight of Swords. They're definitely coming towards you. And it's likely to be very impulsive. Because they're sitting around thinking about it. Their emotions are all over the place. So it looks like it's gonna be an emotional decision. And they're going to reach out to you. They might not reach out to you in, the nicest way, because the Knight of Swords can be a little abrupt. It's one of the fastest traveling knights, though. So when they make up their mind that they are going to reach out, it's going to be quick, but it may lead to conflict, and they're aware of this. They're aware of it, but it'll lead to conflict because they're in unhealed energy. Now, in your energy, you're going to be very guarded with this person. You've manifested other options for yourself, or you're currently doing that. You don't trust this person. And I do feel that you're tired of the BS. You're tired of the BS, especially if this person has been in and out. So I do feel that you're just tired of the secrets. You're tired of third-party energy, if there was that. You're tired of even how this person talks to you and creates conflict with you. So I see you going through a transformation. It seems almost like when this person decides that they're going to bounce back in, you kind of expect that on some level, but you're just tired of the BS. So let me see your outcome. Show me the outcome for Cancer. Queen of Swords. That does not surprise me. Now there's the Hangman. That's in your energy. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, which is in their energy. So, yeah, I do feel like this person is going to reach out. I feel like, and it may not be this week. It could be them still getting up their nerve to do that. This could be why you're kind of waiting, because you know that this person's eventually going to reach out to you. And you already have it planned. If this person reaches out to you, you're going to be very guarded. I do feel like a lot of you will hear them out. You're going to listen to what they have to say, but you're making head over heart decisions. You have other options. You're manifesting what you want here. You've already processed this ending, and I feel like you're going to bring a tower moment to them. So it's almost... I don't feel like they're going to reach out by the end of the month or end of the week, because we see the Hangman here. We see this this waiting energy. And again, I feel like a lot of you are going to lower the boom on this person. You're guarded here, and your boundaries are high. So in their energy, They have been thinking about you, Cancer. They want to reboot this connection. And I do feel like they're just going to walk away rejected, feeling this deep sense of loss. Now, I do see them coming in, and it will be quickly, but again, it's not going to be this week. It doesn't look like for most of you. It depends, I guess, on your timeline, but just know that they're in the process of working up the nerve. Fear is holding them back. And so they're working up the nerve to come towards you. A lot of that fear is also associated with them having a, they're emotionally, they don't want to engage in conflict. So they could be somewhat avoidant as well. But I feel like eventually it's going to get to be too much for them. It's almost like they're saying here, I can't believe that Cancer actually walked away from me and ended this. And when it really hits them that you mean business, that's when they're going to come in. That's when they're going to come in. For most of you, I don't see it being the end of this week, but it could be. It could be for some of you. All right, bottom of the deck is the Four of Cups. This is underlying energy, and this is indicating to me that, you know, you've looked at this situation, you've analyzed it. You're not giving your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions to this person right now. You're holding back emotionally because this is somebody that you did love, and this is why it was so difficult for you and why it took so long for you to get over this loss. But you're waiting for the real thing. You're waiting. You've had an epiphany about this person. And so based upon what you've learned, you're waiting for the real thing, and you're going to carry these lessons forward. You're tired of this person's BS, in a nutshell. All right, so I'm going to pull an oracle card, pulling for Cancer. All right, so your card is number 28. That condenses to a 10. So this indicates that you're at the end of some sort of a cycle here, and your card is love. So let's read that. Give me just 1 second, guys. Let go of your limiting beliefs about love. Your heart desires more connections, love, and nourishment. You're at a point in your life where you need to learn how to truly give and receive love. Fully opening your heart will awaken your vulnerability, sensitivity, and fear. In particular, your fear of rejection and intimacy with another person. However, you will also unleash your passion, inspiration, greatness, and an ability to care deeply. Start seeing how life is and be willing to connect to others. If you've been holding on to past pain, then it is time to acknowledge, feel, and move forward. Give yourself permission to let people in. Ask for love with all your heart and soul, and it will come. Look for something beautiful in every person you encounter. Focus on feeling good whenever you see people loving each other, and know this is coming to you in a form of love of a lifetime or an incredible friendship. All right, I hope this has been helpful for you guys. If you've resonated with this reading, Cancer, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and hype the video if you get the opportunity. Until I see you in your next reading, Cancer, know that you are love, and namaste.